have videos, right, of people coming out their house, and they was like, yeah, this business closed, that business closed, you can't buy no food or whatever, right? So, but why? Because you had them troops coming, marching through the city. All right, go ahead.
All right. They are terrible and dreadful.
They are terrible and dreadful because they're actually going into the actual hour of martial law when they actually have because that whole Boston Marathon, that was a small terrorist attack.
That wasn't even that big.
That was just a quick run.
Yeah, look to say terrors shall take hold of him. That was a terror. But it's going to be an actual big major terrorist attack that's going to lock the whole country down. Yep. Then they're going to be terrible and dreadful. Go ahead.
They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves.
It's going to do. It's basically, you know, this place is basically going to be locked down, man. And there ain't nothing that people going to be able to do about it except for the ones that's buying guns. But that guy that was just standing here and said he just bought him a 4.5. Hey, the more terrorist attacks and the more bombings and the more chaos that ensues in this place, the more these Edomites and stuff is buying guns. The more, Jake buy guns too, right? But that's, this society basically knows that something's getting ready to happen. Something big, major.
It show you how stupid they are because when you buy them guns, you gotta register them, and they gon' when that day when martial law comes, they gonna knock on your door and say, "Listen, you're such and such. We know you got a gun in here. So either you peacefully give it to us, or we gonna ransack your house."
Exactly.
So I mean,
read that again.
They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves.
Go ahead.
Their horses also are swifter than the leopards.
Right. And you got them tanks and stuff like that. Go ahead.
And are more fierce than the evening wolves.
Right. It says they're more fierce than the evening wolves because they actually got military robots. But they're just programmed to do whatever the military programmed them to do. They don't have emotion. So you're going to see a lot of these military robots and drones taking people out. So they're going to be as fierce as the evening wolves. A wolf, when a pack of wolves come through and a pack of beasts come through, they tear through and destroy.
Exactly. They got no emotion.
So that's how martial law is going to be brought to this city. Go ahead.
And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat.
Hey, those are drones. Drones going to be coming through the city, dropping bombs and watching people and taking people out.
I think it's two states had banned drones. They trying to
cyborgs and shit.
They're trying to ban them.
About 2 months ago, they had a drone flying over a popular concert in Texas, man. But see, they do it in the crowd where there's a lot of mirth, a lot of joy, to where they ain't really focusing on it.
Exactly.
That's where they hit them at. They basically just practicing on these people.
And matter of fact, on that note, in that same concert in Texas, it's Jake, man, and you see Jake full of damn mirth. But when that martial law comes, his ass is gonna be finished, man. But I was gonna say, in that same concert, you had actual troops orchestrating and directing people, taking them on buses, taking them here and there. Right? Because they was all a drill. Matter of fact, I think it was a National Guard. Right. I know Alex Jones reported it. The brothers that watched that. But
it show you that these people that think they're gonna fight this movie, they're a bunch of damn idiots. Like, how you gonna fight a robot?
Yeah.
Right.
First of all,
like Esau's not gonna come to your door. Like, it's not gonna be a showdown. Like, Esau gonna be on one side of the street,
and you're gonna be on the other.
You're gonna be other side.
It might be in some cases, but like the scriptures say, the scriptures say they're gonna come as a fierce evening wolf. Like I said, you can't find no robot.
You fuck around, damn Iron Man come to your door. Then
Iron Man come to your door.
Cause they military.
War Machine.
They military might. They not even
putting
it on the forefront. Yeah, we don't know what they got. They don't know what they got. They really don't even have to shoot you a bullet. They don't have to shoot you a bullet.
Yo, they got sound waves.
They got
sound
waves.
They got sound waves, laser weapons, heat waves.
Shit that in movie Incredible Hulk. Where they're trying to stop him and shit. That nigga was moving in slow motion.
G.I. Joe too.
Yeah, G.I. Joe.
They got
Yeah.
invisible cloaks and they can damn come in like damn what's the dude in G.I. Joe? The ninja. The ninja. He come in with that invisible cloak and take you out. Right? See, now they using a lot of that technology over there in the Middle East. But even that's gonna come over here.
They showed that. They showed that in the Middle East, that invisible cloak. It's a video out there that shows that.
It's an actual game. It's a new Call of Duty game that came out. And one of the stages on you fighting like Vietnam troops or something.
Yeah, we were just talking about that in the car. Like, it's
they
like
got invisible cloaks on, man. You gotta use some kind of like radar to spot them because they got on invisible cloaks, man.
Yeah, whether it's infrared, you gotta be either infrared that you can see the heat coming off their body, or they got another way they can see invisibly too.
That game Metal Gear Solid show you that.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, Metal Gear, that's a good game. Metal Gear Solid, I say 3 on up. They show a lot of those military technologies in these video games.
And they already got this equipment here, man. They just ain't using it yet.
Yeah, they
got
ain't
this
bringing
stuff
it out
locked
yet.
away, man. Just ready to be used. They manufacturing by the millions, man. And they just waiting to use it on these people.
And they got foreign troops over here too. They got Chinese troops over here. They got Russian troops over here. Right? They got North Korean troops. Yeah, North Korean troops, right. They got certain Middle Eastern allies and troops over here, which is part of NATO and part of Interpol.
UN Army.
Right? UN Army, Interpol is over here. Right? So we done Habakkuk again.
Alright. The horses also are swifter than the leopards and are more fierce than the evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far.
See from far. They got foreign troops over here. Go ahead.
They shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. They shall come all for violence.
All for violence. So y'all, the scriptures say in James, when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction. Sudden destruction, it's not James.
Yeah, Thessalonians.
It's not James 5?
I get it.
You can get James, give me that. Give me James 5 real quick. I'll give you James 5. Right?
I think it's one in Ezekiel too.
Right? The sudden destruction and violence, that goes hand in hand. Give me James 5.
It's 1 Thessalonians 5.
All right, come
1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And that's these last days. So go back to Habakkuk. That's what I want to know, man. Because it says they shall all come for violence. So when America and Obama them sitting up there like, yeah, because Obama, he been speaking all week. Yeah, we're looking for these terrorists and these suspects and we're going to find you, right? But when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction. When martial law come, they all going to come for violence. You know? They're all going to come for violence. Go ahead.
They shall come all for violence. Their faces shall suck up as the east wind, and they shall gather the captivity as the sand.
And they gonna put people in concentration camps, cart them off on buses and trucks and stuff like that. That's what's coming. That's why you have these troops all throughout the country, man, doing certain drills. Because you had an actual drill. Cause this, yo, man. Like I be watching news a lot, and I be paying attention to false flags and stuff. Every time they do, I say most of the time when they do a false flag attack, it's always a drill, just so happened on the same day, in the same area, to where they actually playing out that same attack actually, in that scenario, actually happened. Why?
Right.
Because, so if a troop or a police officer or an agent get caught, they have an excuse.
They got an excuse, yeah.
They have an excuse. Well, this is all part of a war game. This is all part of, what's that junk they have every year? Here in America, it's called, it's part of the military drills. I can't think of what it's called right now. But they always have, practice drills and stuff of an actual.
When they was flying them helicopters over like Chicago.
Yeah, certain cities. Yeah, yo, they fly them over Atlanta.
Yeah.
Shoot, them black helicopters. Yeah. I see them all the time. But they always have an actual scenario, or so-called, you know, little drill playing out by the troops. Then it's actually a real attack.
Right.
So the troops got to scramble to get to the real attack, or where there's so many casualties or whatever, and no pictures. No pictures. Hey, why you videotaping, man? Come here. Come here. Why you videotaping? Come here. Damn Moab, man. I'm gonna take pictures and shit like this a damn tourist attraction and we a damn zoo. You know? This ain't no
yeah, man.
Look at it, Jeremiah 49, Moab should go into captivity too.
Yeah.
Fucking taking pictures and shit. But like I was saying, there's always a drill and there's always something taking place while at the same time there's an actual terrorist attack gonna take place. You know what I'm saying?
And then back to what you were saying, like they can't train themselves any better than actually having to deal with the real deal.
That's why. You know what I mean? That's why when they do the drills,
they already.
It's actually something getting ready to happen. Exactly. It's always. That's exactly why.
They try their little trial runs and everything, but it's not effective. They got to deal with it in a real life situation.
I mean, it may be effective, but there's never nothing like actual experience. Exactly. Let's just say, experience brings wisdom. Patient experience, and, you know what I'm saying? So you got to get experience. Ain't nothing like something that actually happened.
Right, like
you know
I work up in Buckhead, and you know what that big terminus building is?
Yeah, I know.
Peachtree and Piedmont?
Yeah.
Are you alright?
So I work right there, and one day, I seen everybody just leaving the building. It was a mass fire drill.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've been working up there for years, and you know, I've never seen it. You know, so I was talking to the people that were coming up, I'm like, have y'all ever done this before? He's like, you know, we typically do like, you know, evacuations by floors, but never the whole building. Like it was like thousands of people just marching down the street. And I'm sitting, I'm like, they doing drills. Like they gonna start bringing these buildings down.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that happened like a year. That happened like last summer.
That part of keep doing the test run. Prepare for that.
You're right, man. Because these military guys, they do drills in certain cities and towns, right? But when they actually go through it, it gets them to think on their feet. So they automatically taking orders. So if they're giving an order to kill on sight, they're going to kill on sight. Right? Because it's what they're trained to do. So that's why I say they're going to suck up as the east wind. They're all going to come for violence. And they all gonna take people out.
I think they like starting to weed out the soldiers that they feel are kind of flaky too. Like when stuff like because a lot of soldiers are waking up to this.
Yeah.
So you know they starting to see, okay, we got to keep an eye on him.
And they mark them as terrorists too.
Yeah.
And that goes to let you know that they ain't trying to prolong this thing no more. Yeah. Like people waking up. Like when they caught the suspects last night, I tried to go to Infowars.com. Couldn't even get on the website, man. They blocked the website.
You know, Infowars tried to post that stuff on Facebook. Facebook wouldn't let them post it.
Right.
So they trying to cut off all information.
So they go to show you, like, they trying to go ahead and do it now before more people wake up.
And I seen this too, right? To where after the Boston attacks, they cut people's cell phone communication.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
they did.
yo, give me Isaiah 19. Because that's part of the scriptures. Isaiah, matter of fact, how old you up? Give me Isaiah 19. I'll tell you the verse when you get there.
Obama has a bill to cut your cell phones in the internet.
And they just passed the CISPA bill.
Yeah.
They just passed that. They just passed that. They just passed what is CISPA. I think it was yesterday. Where they was further going into the internet and cutting stuff off the internet. Isaiah 19
It says, and they shall scoff at the kings, and the princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall deride every stronghold, for they shall heap dust and take it. This shall his mind change, and he shall pass over and offend, imputing that his power unto his God.
That's right. All right, come on. Give me Isaiah 19 and 9.
Isaiah 19 and 9. Moreover, they that work in fine flax, and they that weave networks shall be confounded.
And they that work in fine flax, which are these jobs and these people that's working, and they that weave networks shall be confounded. Now don't they got the social network?